Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Lauren, and today I am going to be drawing my June TBR. So if this is your first TBR video with me, how this works is that each month I draw 5 books, and I have 2 jars that I draw out of. They are my TBR star jars, and they are full of little origami stars that I folded up out of paper. Each month I select a different type of paper, a different color, different texture, pattern, whatever. That way I know that all of the stars that are a particular color were folded in a particular month. I do it this way so I can keep an eye on how long the books have been on here. I don't want books sitting on my TBR for too long because I will lose interest in them. Every book that I have on my TBR is in this jar, and if you want to see the entire list of books that I want to read, you can follow the link down below to my Goodreads page. All of these books are on that list, so feel free to go over there and check that out. So as I said, I do have 2 jars. I have my main TBR star jar, and then I have a second jar. This is my little golden star jar. These are the books that I am most excited to read, so this is kind of like a jump the line jar. I've been using this for a few months, and I've really liked using this one. So I'll draw 4 out of my regular jar, and 1 out of my little golden jump the line star jar. And that is how I will make my list for next month. So that is how the whole process works. So let's just jump right in and draw some books. All right, here we go. First draw. Okay, so I think today I am going to start out with a little yellow star. I think that these have been in here nearly the longest. They've been in here since April of last year, so over a year at this point. So let's start with a yellow star. All right, first draw is the 16th watch. Okay, I think I own this. Awesome, good start to the video. Hang on, let me go grab it. Just 1 second. All right, here we are, the 16th Watch by Mike Cole. You can probably tell by the cover that this is a sci-fi novel, and if I recall correctly, this is the story of, I think it's a woman who used to captain a spaceship, but she's in retirement, and then there's some sort of, I don't know if it's like war is about to break out or something, and so she like comes out of retirement to try to help stop that from happening or something to that effect. It sounds really fast-paced and a lot of adventure, and yeah, just right up my alley. So that's a great first draw. So first draw, 16th watch. Alrighty, second draw. All right, let's see here. You know what? Do I want to? I can go for another yellow, or maybe the pink, or these blue. Let's see here. The pink have been in here since June of last year, and the blue since July. Let's go for the earlier one. Let's get one of the pink stars. Go with one of the hot pink fuchsia color stars. The second book that I will be reading is, oh nice, Velocity Weapon. Unfortunately, my streak of owning all the books I draw may be over. So this is a sci-fi novel, and I'm pretty sure, I don't even know if I want to guess on what this is about. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to make up some sort of synopsis about this because I am really drawing a blank over what this is about. Although I do recall that a couple of booktubers that I really like have enjoyed this book, and yeah, I haven't really heard any negative reviews about this, so I think it should be a pretty good time. I tend to enjoy sci-fi novels a little bit more when I go into them completely blind anyway, so I probably won't even look up the synopsis at all before I start it. So yeah, let's just go with that. So second draw, Velocity Weapon. All right, third draw. Okay, actually, you know what? I am going to go with, I think with this denim blue colored star. This actually may be the last one that I even have in my jar, and it has been in here since March of last year. So let's just go on ahead and close that category out. I live by an airport, All right. So the third book that I will be reading is The Trader Brew Cormorant. Awesome. Okay. Wow, that's super exciting. I don't own this one, but I am definitely going to buy it as soon as I'm done filming this. This is the story. I think this has a whole lot of political intrigue in it. I think it's a fantasy novel, though it may be sci-fi, but I'm almost certain that it's a fantasy novel. And it is about a woman who is trying to, I think she's trying to infiltrate this sort of corrupt kingdom maybe, and is having to play all these political games, and is sort of almost like a con woman in a sense. Like, she's not being completely forthright about who she is and what she's up to, I think. I know that this is very well loved by Tori Morrow, and I absolutely adore her channel and trust her thoughts on books, so I will be very excited to get to this one. So yeah, third draw, The Trader Brew Cormorant. All right, here we go, fourth draw. Okay, let's see here. How about, I could go for another yellow. Whoop, 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 whoop. Almost got through it without dropping a star. I could go for another yellow since they've been in here for so long, or the orange. The orange have also been in here for a long time too. I think these have been in here since May of last year. Why don't we go for one of those? All right, and the fourth book that I will be reading is Hollow Kingdom. Excellent, okay. I own this one. Let me grab it. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Hollow Kingdom by Kira Jane Buxton. This I actually added to my TBR because it is a very well-loved novel by Scott over at Book Invasion, and I trust his taste in books. We tend to have similar thoughts on the books that we've both read, so he thinks this is fantastic, and so I definitely, whenever I heard him talk about it, I was like, yep, that's going on my TBR. This, I'm pretty sure it's satirical and it has talking animals in it. I want to say there's a kind of dystopian flavor to this novel, if I recall correctly, and these animals that are trying to kind of save the world. I absolutely love satire, and I haven't read a ton of them, but some of my favorite novels are satire. One of my favorite authors is Jasper Fforde, and he writes pretty exclusively satirical novels, so I think that there's a pretty good chance that this will work quite well for me. So yeah, really looking forward to getting to my fourth selection, Hollow Kingdom. All right, so we are to my fifth and final draw, which will come out of my little Golden Star Jump the Line jar. Here we go. These are hard to fold and even harder to unfold. All right, so my fifth and final draw, the book that I will be likely most excited to read is The Binding. All right, nice. I own this one. Hang on, let me go grab it. All right, here we are, The Binding by Bridget Collins. This I actually decided to pick up based on the recommendation of my friend Yolene over at Yolene Reads. This is a fantasy novel, and it is set in a world where I think memories and experiences and things can be sort of almost like trapped inside of books. These memories and thoughts get bound into a book and then stored away, and once they're in there, the memory or the experience or whatever is taken out of the person's mind. They can no longer remember it. I think this book follows a character who is selected to become an apprentice at a bookbinding shop, and I think he finds some book that has his name on it or something, and it just sort of turns his world upside down. From what I have heard about this book, it seems pretty black or white. People either love it or hate it. But I think it sounds really intriguing, and if it's endorsed by my friend Yolene, then I definitely trust her taste, and if she loves this, then I'm gonna give it a try, and I think I might love it too. So I am super excited to get to my fifth and final draw, The Binding. All right, and last but not least, I'm going to be continuing on in the second book in the Stormlight Archive series, Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson. I think since the last time I mentioned this, I've read a few hundred more pages. I'm on page 472. If you haven't been watching my channel up until this point, I've been participating in a Stormlight Archive read-along. We are reading one book per quarter. So the first quarter, January, February, and March, I read Way of Kings, and then April, May, and June, I'm reading Words of Radiance and Oathbringer for the third quarter, and The Rhythm of War for the fourth quarter. I'm so into this. It's hard for me to get the reading of my other books done because of how much I'm enjoying this and how much I want to know what happens next. So this is going great, and yeah, I'll just keep on updating you guys as I go along. If you want to talk spoilers with me I think I'm through the part 2. I recently completed part 2, so if you want to talk spoilers with me down in the comments through part 2, I am down for that, so just talk to me in the comments down below. Alright, so I think that is going to be it. These are the books I will be reading in June, as well as Velocity Weapon and The Traitor, Brew Cormorant. I think that this is going to be an excellent reading month. I'm really looking forward to it, so yeah, this has been a great TBR drawing day. I would be very curious to know if you have read any of these books and what you thought about them, or if you have anything coming up on your TBR that you're going to read next month that you're super excited about. I would love to hear about it in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, I hope that you will like it and possibly subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.